While most of the racing world in the U.S. turns its attention to the high-profile race meets at Saratoga and Del Mar in the summer, Tessa Bisha is back at Keeneland, training up the next class of future Brad Cox stable stars. We tagged along with Tessa for a morning at Keeneland and took a look at some of her most promising 2-year-olds.
I've worked for Brad for 6 years, maybe more, maybe longer. And in those 6 years, my main job has been to prepare the 2-year-olds for whatever life has in store for them, hopefully winning grade 1s. So we do that here at Keeneland mainly, and then we continue that throughout the summer, either at Ellis or last year was at Turfway. I'll have like around 80, 85 2-year-olds most of the time. And they start coming in mainly after the Derby. So that gets to be a really, really busy time of year for our crew over here. What I look for is I want them to be comfortable with what we're asking them to do. So they need to come in with an open mind and a good attitude. We go back to the gate early and often, and we make it a laid back and calming experience. So I'd say judging the 2-year-olds is the biggest part of my job, making sure that they get on the right pathway for success, for whatever life has in store for them, as far as racing goes, and I feel like beyond that as well. A few horses that I have interest in that are here with me at Keeneland still this time of year. One of them is Methodology, and she's a half-sister to Matarea, who's a grade 1 winner. Methodology is much bigger. She's already bigger than her 3-year-old sister right now. And she's been an exciting horse to train because of her pedigree, and she's been rewarding for us to watch so far. We have another colt that I really like here. His name is Real Naughty. But he's a beautiful colt. He's chestnut. He stands over a lot of ground. He's really muscular. He's got a great demeanor. He's really classy, and he's just been really fun to train. And he's a powerhouse. Vernon Brightly 20, he's unnamed so far. He's one of my favorite bolts that we've had, and he's a really animated horse, really happy horse, loves the game, loves his job, and he's moving forward really well, and I look forward to seeing what he can do over the summer. I think the first year I started for Brad, we had maybe 30 or 40 2-year-olds come through the door that year. The year after that was the year that Brad got Monomoy Girl, and she sort of fueled the spark of like a lot of influx of good 2-year-olds coming in. I think that one thing that we do really well over here is we keep an open mind. So when we kind of launched into this 2-year-old program and it started to really take off and we started to get the numbers behind it, Brad and I would have heated discussions over how it was working out and what was happening and what we were seeing. After us having to eat crow a couple times, I think we kind of learned that you really just have to let the horse develop and show you who they want to be. And we have more knowledge now. So every year we stay open-minded about what we're looking at, and not just that, but about how we choose to do things. Every year we kind of come up with a new slogan for how we're doing it. So this year it was Planet Fitness. So this is a judgment-free zone. So we really just try to watch them breeze every week without trying to say if this horse is going to win the Derby or if it's going to be a absolute bust. We just try to, they can grow and develop and change so much. They love proving you wrong. They love showing you how little you know. So we try to make sure that they all have the opportunity to basically become the best of their own, but the best individual they can be with whatever talent and heart they bring to the table.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like or a comment and subscribe to our channel for more content from the TDN.